Hi everyone! In today's video I'm going to be sharing some of the new products that I've really enjoyed and in some cases have replaced some old favourites, so please watch on. So like a lot of people, I enjoyed using the Dior Stick foundation, but unlike a lot of people I was really frustrated by the shade choice because it's taken two to get my okay shade. It's not really perfect and I've lost interest after spending over £90. So I have actually been on a quest on a stick foundation. They've actually, all the ones I'm going to review have just arrived, so that'll be in the future. In the meantime, however, I have been delighted with the Merit foundation, which I reviewed a week or so ago. It's just lovely. It's a lovely creamy texture for a drier or a mature skin or both. And also what I like about it is it's totally controllable. It's a light coverage, you can build it. I tend to not want to build it because I think the best way to get the best out of this foundation, or rather the way to get the best out of this foundation, is to apply it lightly and just put a little bit more perhaps on areas with maybe some hyperpigmentation. It can be taken all the way up to the eyes in place of a concealer, although the way that I have actually started using it is to be putting my concealer on top, or rather instead of, and using my concealer as normal on my dark circles, because actually I need that coverage. But the Merit foundation stick is the most beautiful coverage. It's just lovely. It goes on like a dream. It lasts really well. You can blend it with your fingers or a brush. It's just fantastic. So actually I've enjoyed using that a lot more than the Dior foundation. I really have. It's also more cost effective. It's also lighter. It's in a lovely nifty little package. So it's been really, really great. I've really enjoyed it. I think this colour is already a bit light for me. We've had some warmer days here in the UK in the last week or so, and actually my skin tone has started to change a little bit. So I think I'm going to need to go up a shade. However, no problem at all me buying another one to take me into spring and early summer. It's just a great product. Just a quick word on eyelid primer for dark lids. I've hitherto been using the Eldridge liquid eyeshadow as a primer. A lovely subscriber recommended that I use the high power House Labs product on my eyelids, and I have been using that. You can see here I put one on one eye, which I think is my right eye has got House Labs, left hand eye has got the Eldridge liquid eyeshadow, and while they are clearly different finishes, it does seem to me that the House Labs definitely shows up eyeshadow colour a little bit better. However, what I should say is if I'm in a rush, I'm still using the Eldridge liquid eyeshadow because it's still a really good product. It's just really quick to apply. Whereas the House Labs, I do need to use a brush and takes a little bit of time to apply. I mean, it's not a lot of time, but it's just another thing to do in terms of having to use a brush. You probably could use a finger. It's just that my nails are long and it just doesn't work. So I need a brush, but it's a really, really good product. And while it's not a brand new product, it's new to me this month and I have been using it and enjoying it immensely. In terms of new releases for eyeshadow, this month it was the Natasha Denona Bloom that dominated my month. I don't know, I have mixed feelings about this. I have used it, but I'm using it for the same look each time. I'm using Fleur and Fluorescence. I'm using a bit of Wren and a bit of Robin as the mattes, and then a little bit of Clover or Ember. I don't know, do I need a 15 pan palette for pretty much the same look? I don't think I do. I think it's a bit too monochromatic for me, and I think it's probably a bit too monochromatic, frankly, from what I expect from Natasha Denona, just because with the palettes that I love and enjoy, I need a nude and the gold palette, and I need a warm, and the others actually, or even the old ones. Even though I had my favourite looks, I could get several looks, and I feel with this one it's just that little bit too, as I said, monochromatic. They are different shades, but they are not so sufficiently different for me as to make it a truly exciting palette and to make it a palette that I reach for. I haven't found myself reaching for it. I found myself thinking about it, but I think it's probably more in frustration than anything else. I enjoy the looks that I can get from it, but they're not sufficiently different. The one thing that I would like to say is just to show you the comparison of the two eyelid primers that I'm using. I think there's not that much in it. I think the Haus Labs does show a little bit more sheen. So for example, I've got Fleur from the palette, which is, let me show you, it's this one here. And I've put that, above is the Lisa Eldridge, and below is the Haus Labs. It is very, very similar. I would say that there is a slight edge, I think, on the Haus Labs. There's a bit more reddy sheen. But then I also put Brick as well to show you a matte colour, which is that one there. And I think there's probably less of a difference if I show you the two. It's still brighter on the Haus Labs, but again, it's not that much. And as you can see, when I'm doing my eyes, I think what happens is I naturally compensate and just put a little bit more eyeshadow to compensate on the Lisa Eldridge, just to match them up, but there's not that much difference. I think what's interesting though about the primers is whether the Haus Labs will do as well throughout the winter months, because of course I've only been using it for a few weeks now, but it'll be interesting to see whether Haus Labs does as well throughout the winter months as the Lisa Eldridge, which is definitely moisturizing and very good for mature dry eyes and crepey lids. So I thought that was worth noting. I just want to say the other frustration with the Natasha Denona Bloom is Equinox just doesn't work for me. I mean, I sit there trying to put it on, and that's what I get from it, but I have to really, let me show you, that's what it's like on my skin. That's what I get. It's pretty unremarkable, and I really have to get in there. I don't know. I think it's hard panned a little bit, but I think it's probably hard panned from me like digging along. So it's been a mixed bag. It's still not the peachy, the peachy apricot-y palette of my dreams. It's really not. And I'm on a quest. So that's coming up as well, just to let you know. What a great concealer this Estee Lauder one is. It's fabulous. It's perfect for mature skin, for dry skin, for anybody with dark circles where you've got to put enough product to make a difference, but you can't just keep piling it on and troweling it on. It's fantastic. The applicator's brilliant. It applies just the right amount. You don't get a gloopy glob on it on the applicator whereby you put it on and think, oh, that's too much, and I've now got to spread the product. It's just perfect. This is the perfect concealer. I love it. The other thing that interested me this month is I bought another Exaggerize. It's in black. I bought it when it originally came out and I really enjoyed it, but I got sidetracked with other things and I actually don't think I finished that product totally. So anyway, I bought a new one. I think it's fantastic. Taken time to use it a lot and to see how it compares with everything. And actually, it's blown away all my other black mascaras that do a similar lengthening, thickening, all-round fabulous mascara thing. It's actually better than Lash Clash, not least because it comes off, it wipes off much more easily than Lash Clash. So from that point of view, it just makes it a much more easy product. I have to say also it lasts and lasts and lasts. It's in a glass bottle, which clearly makes a difference. I've watched Charlotte Tilbury talk about how long the development was for this and what a big decision it was, and it was a technical decision to keep it in a glass bottle. It seems to me that the product's just not drying out in the way that I would expect it to, in a good way, not drying out. Also, the applicator is fantastic. It's a curve, but very often with curves, I still end up getting some product where I shouldn't. And this is just perfection. It coats the lashes, it doesn't go clumpy, there's not too much, and I can get into the little lashes. It's just a really good product. The only thing I want to say, if anybody is ever going to listen to me, is I need a brown one. This is so good. I want it in brown, and you know, that would make my day. It's just fantastic. The other mascara I've really enjoyed using is the Lisa Eldridge Burnt Umber, and even if I don't use it on my upper lashes because it's a day that I want a black mascara, I tend to use it on my lower lashes because it's just a wonderful colour. It's a really easy mascara. It's not clumpy. It's very much a light fluttery finish, but that also makes it perfect for lower lashes when I'm using black mascara on the upper lashes. So I was very excited about the new Charlotte Tilbury releases, in particular the Blush Compact. However, I thought they were coming out with a highlighter, because originally the Harrods website, I think, had said highlighter. Well, it must have done, because I'd written it down, and of course I was a bit disappointed when I saw that they were basically finishing powders. However, I have ended up using them, not least because the blushes themselves are very pigmented. Now, you'll see here I'm wearing the Flawless Peach, which I've actually really enjoyed. I didn't think I would enjoy it as much because it is more of a terracotta than a soft peach, but actually blended with the finishing powder to soften the edges, or even to mix the two together, that's really worked for me, particularly when I'm wearing the Bloom palette. At the moment now, as you see me now, I'm wearing the Flawless Pink, which I'm really enjoying, particularly with this Denim Dimensions, which I wear when I want a slightly more glamorous look, or actually quite a glamorous look for me. So that's what I wear. But I've really enjoyed these. I have to say, I've enjoyed both of them, and the packaging's controversial. I like it because I want a bit of girly fun occasionally. Why not? In terms of lips, the lipsticks that I've really enjoyed are basically all four of the new Charlotte Tilburys. However, you see me here with the Natasha Denona Bloom. What goes really well is this lovely matte, what's it called? It is Love Talk. It's a lovely matte, soft matte, because it's Matte Revolution lipstick. But what's lovely about it is, because I opt for the shimmery look, it's just a lovely matte, but not flat matte colour that's like a terracotta but warm and not too dark. It's just perfect. It really is perfect. I've really enjoyed wearing that, and I've also really enjoyed wearing Naughty Talk, which is the one that I've got on at the moment, which for a much stronger eyeshadow, when I want something a bit more dramatic, as I've got now, I'm wearing Denim Dimensions, then it's just perfect to have a more muted lip. So both those shades, really, both Naughty Talk and Love Talk, have just been real winners this month, actually, and I've really enjoyed. Naughty Talk, remember, is in the kissing formula, so it's got a little bit more gloss, it's slightly more sheer, but again, it's just really lovely. I've enjoyed both of those immensely this month. Thank you so much for joining me. Do let me know if any of those are your favourites, or if you really don't like them for whatever reason. And is there a product that was released this March that I haven't covered and that you in particular have enjoyed? Because I'd love to know. I'm always on the hunt for more products. So do let me know. Do comment down below. Do give me a big thumbs up, and please subscribe, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.